The scroll decrees that all royal edicts tie the caution of the pension of Parapas of the Pampas, waar de fente vedens te belden salem typings en boltis talde te keffet. Sire, the reports indicate, indeed, your majesty, the...
Tick-tock, time for bed.
Once upon a time, in a very quiet and cozy kingdom, there lived a king named Louis 42nd and a half, whom all his subjects simply called His Sleepiness. In his castle, even the walls were lined with soft quilted velvet, so that the footsteps of the courtiers sounded like the barely audible rustle of autumn leaves. It was said that the most important state rule in this kingdom was, whoever yawns loudly is right. Every morning of the king began the same way, heavily and very slowly. At 8 in the morning, the chief royal waker would enter his bedroom on tiptoe, cautiously sneak up to the huge canopy bed, stand nearby, and softly sing a simple lullaby. The king would slowly open one eye, then slowly close it back and sigh sweetly. After that, the treasurer would bring him a heavy gold tray with a cup of warm chamomile tea with a spoonful of linden honey. The tea was lightly steaming, and its soft herbal scent filled the entire room. Then came the time for the most important affairs of state. The king moved to a deep, soft high-backed armchair with down pillows. First to report to him was the supreme minister. He would unroll a very long scroll of thick paper and begin to read in the most even, quiet, and monotonous voice in the world. The scroll described the most crucial events. How many fluffy sheep were counted in the distant meadows, how many soft pillows were fluffed in the royal chambers, and how softly the water trickled in the old garden fountain. With each word from the minister, his voice became quieter and quieter, and the letters on the scroll seemed to slowly float and dissolve. The king listened, nodding rhythmically, his eyelids becoming as heavy as cannonballs, while his heavy crown slid first to one side, then to the other. The royal guards at the door stood leaning on their soft halberds with cotton tips, barely holding back sweet yawns. Sometimes one of the guards would yawn quietly, and this yawn, like a light breeze, was instantly passed to the minister, then to the treasurer, and then to the king himself. A couple of minutes later, the whole hall plunged into a deep, noble, and very cozy silence, in which only the ticking of a large antique clock could be heard. Tick-tock, time for bed, tick-tock, time for bed. After noon, it was time for the royal ball. But this was no ordinary ball with loud music and fast dances. The orchestra consisted of 3 violins and 1 flute, which played so smoothly and gently that the notes literally fell asleep on the fly. The guests in heavy silk dresses swayed slowly from side to side like reeds on the shore of a quiet lake. No one rushed, no one spoke loudly. And in the center of the hall on a soft carpet slept the chief royal cat, and everyone carefully stepped over him so as not to wake him. Thus passed day after day in the most peaceful kingdom in the world. The stars outside the window lit up one after another. The curtains swayed gently from the night breeze, and His Sleepiness covered himself with a large fluffy blanket, closed his eyes, and drifted off into the realm of the sweetest and kindest dreams.